I'm really getting into Monster Hunter Generations Ultimate recently. It's a game that was just released for Nintendo Switch and is out there for those of us filthy scrubs that have had to listen to our cool friends talk about Monster Hunter World and how great it is and how fun it is for the past few months, like you, Amber. But I was actually a little fearful of getting into it at first. I had played the Japanese version of this game, Monster Hunter Double Cross, a few months ago because my cousin's boyfriend told me about Monster Hunter, and I asked him, am I going to need to know Japanese to be able to get through this game or understand it? And his direct quote was, nah, I don't think so. And he was wrong. You were wrong, Robert. Because Monster Hunter is basically 95% menus and then 5% monster hunting. The game should be called Menu Hunter, in all honesty. But so, playing the game now in English, I've actually been having a really great time. I had a sour taste in my mouth after the Japanese experience just because I didn't know what I was doing or what was going on. So, I'll just go ahead and rattle off the points of all the things I really like about Monster Hunter. First thing I really like about Monster Hunter Generations Ultimate is not that title. I really wish they'd just stuck with Monster Hunter Double Cross or something like that, because Monster Hunter Double Cross has a really cool looking logo and rolls off the tongue and is easy to say. The most recent Monster Hunter game that is a proper entry in the series was Monster Hunter World, and that's a game where you can tell the marketing team cared, and actually Capcom wanted this game to sell, because that's really easy to say and easy to put up on a poster or advertise or anything. And then you have Monster Hunter Generations Ultimate, and what, Capcom, please patch this title, get rid of this. Call it Monster Hunter Generations Double-Ultimate or something, I don't know, anything is better than. The second thing I like about this game is playing with friends. I've been playing with two coworkers, Cody and then Amber, the obnoxious one that was telling me about Monster Hunter World, and it's been a really great time. Honestly, I don't have as much fun with this game when I'm by myself as I do whenever I play it with other people. And speaking as a little introverted, shut-in, isolationist spider person, that's a big deal for me. A lot of the monsters that you fight, they're actually designed, their HP is way up in the clouds because you're supposed to go into it fighting with friends at your side. And if you don't, then you'll be like me, and you'll take 49 minutes to beat into Carcos because you were impatient and you wanted to get to Hunter Rank 4.
Learn from my mistakes, don't fight the Nikarchos alone. It will be the most boring battle in your life, and he will just keep popping up and hitting you with his tentacle arms, and you won't realize that you're supposed to shoot him with the guns on the side of the arena. Did you know that? Did you know you can shoot him? I didn't. It's really helpful. 49 minutes of my life I can't get back. I could have done something productive like taking a shit.
If you don't have any friends, go get some friends before you buy this game. Take this in steps. The third thing I like about this game is that it doesn't take that long. The third thing I like about this game is getting carried by my friends. Cody and I were starting from the very base level whenever we got this game. Amber had played Monster Hunter Generations, so she came in with just a giant E-penis and was just smacking us across the face with it, and had Glavinus armor and all this cool stuff, and oh my god, shit! And we would spend... Cody and I would spend all of our time just trying to survive these monsters, and Amber could run in and take every hit the monster threw at her and just carve away at them, and it was like no problem for her.
And verily I say unto you, Amber fought the Glavinus with her weapon of choice, the E-penis, and when he tried to destroy her with his flaming tail, she said nay, and mounted him, and thrust the penis into him until he toppled over, and we cut off his tail.
But it hasn't felt like all that long for us to catch up to Amber. There is going to be an obvious gap at the beginning between you and between every other player that's been playing this game for a while because of the 3DS entry. But that gap closes if you just stick with it and find someone like Amber, find your Amber who has just a giant E-penis and can destroy the monsters for you. Find someone to just carry your team. Monster Hunter Generations Ultimate cheats. Let someone else do all the work for you. You know what else something I like about this here game? It's cyclical gameplay. There's really no story to Monster Hunter. I had someone ask me what the story of it was, and I hadn't realized that I've been playing this game this whole time with no real in-game motivation for anything. There was no narrative that I was trying to reach the end of. There's no calamity cannon to go on a quest to fight. It's just the whole point of the game is you are just a monster hunter. And you go and you fight these monsters so that you can get their parts and literally carve pieces of their body up and then take those and turn them into armor and weapons so that you can go hunt more monsters. There's no grander reward than that. It's just your reward is you get to go on more quests. And in that way, Monster Hunter is the true life simulation game, better than The Sims or Animal Crossing, because it truly shows us that in life there is no real reward. We're just going out into the world fighting monsters every day, then coming home so we can do the same shit tomorrow. But I think that works because whenever you're playing with other people and you feel like you're part of this unit and you all have this one thing to all focus on, this one beast that you need to take down, and you can all start healing each other, and I can literally jump off of my teammates to perform attacks and stuff. It really gives you a sense of being this part of a whole, and then you all get to see each other like gradually get better at the game and get more stuff, and it's just a really rewarding experience to get to watch happen. I don't need a narrative excuse to want to murder a Yangaruga. Fuck that monster and his stupid ass noise, I hate it. This isn't really pertaining to anything, but this monster is called a Devil Joe, and I was convinced that there was a second I in here, and it was supposed to be pronounced with like a Spanish flair, like Devilio. But I was wrong, and Amber and Cody won't let me forget it, and I personally think that Devil Joe is a stupid name for a monster. It makes me think of Joe from Blue's Clues, but if he was like possessed by Satan or something, I don't like it. Something that I do like about this game, not the graphics. This game is actually really pleasant to look at, and it's really colorful. It has an art style to it that's really anime, and that all holds together. All the monsters look fine. Everything is cohesive, except for a few textures that are part of the environment here and there that I don't understand why they went with what they did. I'll be having a good time and then I'll come up to a wall to climb it, and it looks like they went outside, took a picture on their phone of some leaves, and then put that into the game and plastered it on this wall. And I don't understand why some things look like that, because the textures on the monsters look fine, the textures on all the armor and the weapons, everything looks okay. And a lot, even in like the towns and stuff, that grass looks fine, these walls look fine, but then every now and then there's just a road texture that all of a sudden doesn't seem like it quite fits. And I get that this game was on the 3DS originally, to where it was on a 1x1 screen and you had to squint really hard to look at it. But now that it's on Switch and it's in a better resolution, it just it looks weird. It doesn't look bad, but it looks weird. That's a compliment that I've been paid a few times in my life. While I'm being nitpicky, one of the things while you're playing this video game that reminds you that you're playing a video game is every now and then monsters will just freeze for some reason and be in a little T-pose. No breathing animation or anything, just stop. And it allows you to get a few free hits in, but it's really awkward to watch happen. You'll be fighting a monster and all of a sudden they look like they're having a Vietnam flashback.
I can't remember anything.
But you know what I really, really, really like about this game more than anything?
Is that even though I'm a nitpicky asshole, this game is just super fun and overrides all of my asshole sensibilities. There are some weird things about this game, but I mean, the first time that I went and hunted a Nasharala, and it was this giant snake that does a Jafar move on you and coils around you and keeps you trapped. It felt like I was hunting something larger than life, and it was really cool. And I know this game's graphics are not the best. I know that it could look better, and I know that there's an even better version of this game out there that I should be playing, but it's still just really fun. It's a game that's fun if you have friends that you can sit in a room with and play it with, and all go on hunts together. Or it's fun even if you don't know anybody. If you just want to sit in your house by yourself and go online and just meet random people and go on hunts. That's also a good time. It feels really fun to spontaneously find your place in a team and then keep to that role and all work on taking a monster down. If there's anything this game made me want to do more than anything, it's play Monster Hunter World. And maybe that's actually a bad thing. A game shouldn't make you just want to play another game. But I want to see Monster Hunter World now. I want to see this game that I've been bugged about for the past several months and told how good it looks and how good it plays. And I hear that any of the weird things with the menus in this game, that it's all been streamlined in Monster Hunter World and it all looks great. I really want to see it. I really want to see it for myself. I want to hold it in my hands. I want to play it. I want to do it. I want to hunt the monsters. Monster Hunter Generations Ultimate. Title, 2 out of 10. Game, 10 out of 10.